then whenever the opportunity like that came, they swung them around, they pushed them down the ground, played in the V, there were shots all over the place, the slug sweep going over the top. It was a delight to watch. I think this is brilliant from these two.
Yeah, the good thing is they've played proper cricket shots. They're not been slogged, so to speak. They have been top order batsmen. Rizwan 41 of 26. Basil Hamid slightly slower, 37 of 35. But look at that partnership, 82 of just, what, 65 balls, which is very good from a UAE point of view. And interestingly, Shavin, 59 of 19 was exactly where Sri Lanka was when they beat Australia in the third and final T20 game, and Dasun Shanaka just took on and waded into the Australian bowling. And it was just finished as far as Sri Lanka was concerned. No chance whatsoever. And we did have the Australian bowlers and Hazelwood really bowling good lines and lengths. So anything is possible.
Yeah, and it would take a Sri Lankan to remember that innings and the numbers in particular.
How could you forget that? That was a defining moment. Oh, what a shot! What a shot was that! That was tremendous. Great improvisation. That was great batting.
Just the difference. I was just thinking about the last 5 overs of the Bangladesh innings when till over 15 they were dominating with the bat. But just having a check, he deserves a 6 with that. Yeah, I think it's hit the triangle, the advertising triangle flush. If it has, it's a 6. If it bounced just before, very difficult to discern from here, from this angle.
I think it hit the triangle on the full. That's what I think. You got better eyesight than me, so...
You told me a couple of days back that I was colorblind. So
yeah,
how come
we're talking about colors, but we're talking about triangle here.
It's not our eyesight, it's what the third umpire thinks.
We're making the assumption, so the third umpire will tell us whether we are right or wrong, but it looks like hitting the triangle on the full.
Soon find out. This will get us a better view. Oh, maybe not.
See, the problem is that the triangle background is white and it's a white ball, so that's the problem. I think that's where we are struggling. I still feel it's on the fly. It's hit it flush.
And all UAE supporters are going with you. They won those 2 extra runs.
Yeah, those 2 runs can be critical.
Absolutely. Still waiting.
It's a boundary.
Oh dear, Roshan.
Sorry to disappoint our UAE supporters, but
okay.
So still big over, Shami.
It's a big over, definitely. 17 overs have been completed, 115 for 4. We carry on into the last 3. Taskin Ahmed getting ready. It's feeling very hot in this Dubai sun. I think he was telling me they went for Umrah to Mecca.
Just getting back to that shot, I think it's worth taking another look if it's possible. That was an amazing shot, that stroke. It deserved a 6. It was just a reverse kind of sweep, reverse shot. I remember Joe Root playing a shot like that against New Zealand when he got a 6 over third man. Very similar shot.
That shot is employed quite a lot, particularly at the depth. A lot of batters, that's one way. Hardly can put a fielder in that position. A swing and a miss. Not really going to the line. Swinging more in hope than any conviction on that occasion. But he's done well. I don't blame him for trying a shot like that at this stage of the game.
He's got to go through his bat at everything now, because there's no time to try and settle in and play shots. Just can't take a chance. That Basil Hamid shot was an amazing, one extraordinary shot. The last ball of the last over of Saifuddin that went over and very nearly 6 to third man.
And he's now got his highest score in T20 International. Basil Hamid has his highest score. He'll be pretty happy with that. Tried the wide-ish Yorker length ball, and he's not quite in a position. Had to really try and reach that. The batter in the process got the toe and
destroyed a wide.
Maybe destroyed a wide. Yeah, tried it a little too hard. Maybe if he let it go, might have been. You're right. Could have been called a wide.
In cricket, you can never make a wide. But look at this shot. This is what we're talking about. This is the shot we're talking about. Just look at that. That is an amazing shot. It's his highest T20 international score, but that shot, to me, is the shot of the day. Simply an amazing shot, just using the pace.
They need more of that. 41 and 42, these two in the middle. Deserve 50s, both of them. Get it closer. It's a tall task. It's a mountain to climb for the United Arab Emirates, but the kids will go on supporting their team. They should be happy with the performance in the first game and a good fight back in this one. Tuskin. Oh, just out of reach. Appreciated by his skipper. Short, and the batter, again, showing his intent a little too early. I thought backing away.
See, this is the point I was trying to make about that extra pace and bounce. This is exactly what Tuskin is doing. He thinks that that's over the batsman's shoulder. He thinks that's one for the over. But that doesn't matter. It's simply done him for pace and bounce. Tuskin is someone who has pace and who can work up a good header scheme.
Oh, the grunt puts his extra effort in and goes across and stops the ball. This is good from Tuskin. He's a big guy. He's also had his injury problems, but he's a brave lad. Goes after everything. You see the way he ran across, shows a lot of energy.
A brilliant comeback over after going for a few. That the last over, he's just bowled this over 5 balls for just 2 runs, which includes 3 dot balls. Now, let's take a look at that shirt. Virtually sticking to the body, and that's how tough it is. The conditions are. It's an energy sapping kind of condition. It was pleasant, as you said a little while ago, but it doesn't appear so with the players on the field.
Well, they're all running around, really working hard. 11 dot balls by Tuskin Ahmed in his spell. That is absolutely top-class bowling.
And into his third over.
And into his third over, absolutely. Ooh. And is that going to be? No, it's just a single run. But what a wonderful over that was. Just the 3 runs from Tuskin's over. 18 done. It's 118 for 4.
ঠান্ডা কিছু খেলে অনেকেই তীব্র দাঁত শীর্ষের সমস্যা বোধ করেন, তাই প্রতিদিনের সুরক্ষায় আমি রেকমেন্ড করি সেন্সোডাইন। এর সায়েন্টিফিক ফর্মুলা দাঁত শীর্ষের সমস্যায় বেশ কার্যকরী।
স্মার্ট কিছু খাও, লাইক প্রাণ পিনাট বার।
সুস্বাদু বাদাম, তিল আর গ্লুকোজের পারফেক্ট কম্বিনেশন আপনাকে দেবে ইনস্ট্যান্ট এনার্জি। প্রাণ পিনাট বার, হোয়াট এ কম্বিনেশন।
Well, it's coming to an end, this series. Bangladesh in T20 series in the last 12 months haven't really done too well. Just a couple of wins against Oman and UAE in the ICC T20 2021 preliminary. 6 losses. Against Pakistan, lost 3. And Afghanistan drew it. Lost against West Indies, Zimbabwe. And in the Asia Cup. But will they break the losing streak? They should be doing it. They should be cruising to a 2-0 win, and that'll bolster the morale. That'll improve their spirits. This is how it stands at the moment. 169 for 5. Mehdi Hassan Miraj, outstanding. Good support from Liton and Mossadegh. And the bowlers doing their job when UAE came into bat. Still needing 52 runs from the remaining couple of overs. Ibadat. He tries to cut it, doesn't get anywhere near it.
Again, Ibadat's pace is up. He's bowling with good pace. Lines and lengths are good. He's a tall lad. Remember when he started? I watched him in the BPL. He was not quick. He was maybe around medium fast. But he's certainly added a yard or 2. He's got stronger. You could see that his physique has got stronger. He's got more wiry. Looks a bit more muscular as well. Put on a few more kilos.
I think he's got a better rhythm. I think that is very crucial. One problem he still has is being a little erratic. He bowls 4 very good deliveries, then he'll bowl a couple which you'd be not talking about. See what I mean? This consistency is missing. He generates a bit of pace. As you said, he's a tall lad, and when he gets his wickets, I just hope he gets one, because you can see that salute of his a la Sheldon Cottrell. And when he takes a wicket, that's a celebration. He hasn't had a chance to do that today. Definitely will be hoping that he can. Up in there, and there it Now, are we going to have a look at Ibadat Hussain?
Doesn't look like he's going to salute. he's going to celebrate it in a more mellow way. His celebration is mellowed. He generally, as you said, he salutes and he generally shows off his delight. But this time, wide full toss, low full toss, slice down to deep point, and the fifth wicket partnership is finally broken. Separated, good catch by Atif Hussain in the deep. The 90-run stand ends with Basil Hamid out for 42. 119 for 5.
ওকলা স্বীকৃত বাংলা লিংক ফাস্টেস্ট 4G তে থাকুন সবচেয়ে এগিয়ে। বাংলা লিংক।
It's Zohar Farid coming in now into his 14th match. Just 153 runs, a decent strike rate of just over 130. He's got a best of 55, so whatever balls he has to face, he will try to make good use of it, but it's unfortunate that Hamid got out. This was looking pretty good. Nice, good ball.
Very good over so far this. And the important thing about any fast bowler, or in fact particularly fast bowlers, is the fact that they should be able to bowl in all three phases of the game. Not just the power play or the death. They got to bowl in the middle. So they need to bowl. It's a skill. It's about knowing how to bowl and adapt at different situations, because bowling at the power plays is different to bowling in the death and also in the middle. So Ibadat, you're talking about being a little bit erratic. Those are areas I'm sure he would want to improve and want to try and learn as he goes into this game a little bit deeper, because T20 cricket is something that every player wants to play today, because it's lucrative and it is the most followed format of cricket.
And he carries on bowling tight lines and lengths, and that's good to see. Oh, second run quickly taken. The fielder coming in from the deep didn't attack the ball early enough. I think there should have been some more urgency in the way he attacked the ball and picked it up. Gave that opportunities. The batters did well to spot that and get the extra run.
Bangladesh should have this easy now. 49 runs of 7 balls is asking for too much in terms of what UAE requires. But what UAE will take out of this game, as we've been telling you, is the fact that they have not been overawed by Bangladesh. They've not been sort of bowled over. They've not been rolled over. Still just 5 wickets down. 121.
Catch is the call, but it's going to go between those two fielders. No one's going to catch it. No one's going to stop it. And that goes to the boundary. And that brings up CP Rizwan's 50. Congratulations. Brilliant under pressure.
ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2022 starts from 16th October, live on GTV.
In terms of the last 5 overs, the way they stood up and restricted Bangladesh from something bigger than what they eventually ended up with. And here, as we said, after being 4 wickets down for nothing almost, they fought really hard. 125 for 5. And the maiden 50 for the captain, Rizwan. CP Rizwan did take over the captaincy.
Goes down the wicket, doesn't get a hold of it. Quick run taken. Again, alert to the fact the ball's travelling a little slower due to that mistiming. Good running once again. The other side of the coin, just before you put your other thoughts in, is the Bangladeshi perspective. They will be much happier today with a more emphatic, convincing win.
Well, this is Rizwan for you. Well, an excellent knock. His maiden half century. and did make it in style. Some lovely shots on both sides of the pitch. The drives were good, the pulls were good, the horizontal shots, and interestingly, he was Shamim made captain at the 11th hour, just before this qualifying round, the Asia Cup qualifying round, that is. And I don't think he expected it, but he was just given the captaincy in the 11th hour, and then suddenly did come in and
I understand he hasn't played 10 months prior to that, being asked to lead the country. That's how he scored his runs. A lot of runs square of the wicket on either side, 10 and 18. And deft touches, you can see that he's using the third man area pretty well. And we have had a bit of injury in the middle with Nurul Hassan Sohan just being hit awkwardly when he tries to stop the ball in the previous delivery. He's getting a bit of treatment in the middle. Hope it's nothing serious. He seems to be all right.
I think he's all right, thankfully. I don't think he want to go off with just 4 balls to go. But it's important that Bangladesh ensures that every injury is kind of prevented and players are protected.
And he has had his share of injuries, just coming out of one. So this is a look at that one. Just the ball dying in front of him, I think. Yeah, and he's trying to just grab at it, snatch at it. And in the process, I think it's the tip of the fingers that hurt. Most of the unprotected parts, some areas can really hurt you. You see he's still wringing his fingers.
It is a pretty painful area, I can tell you, where you don't really have that protection, as you said. Well, wicket-keeping gloves could have all the protection in the world, but still there are certain points which are not, and particularly at the edge of the fingers, the end of your fingers, the thumbs, and also just around the wrist. It's pretty painful.
We've got 4 more deliveries in this match, and the end of what has been quite an interesting series. The Emirates Cricket Board will be pretty happy with what's transpired. Tries the scoop, does get a bit of bat to it, and gets 4 runs. Well,
very ambitious, very ambitious. And I also thought that it was a bit premeditated. He was moving around on the offside, and he was looking to outthink the bowler. I think the anticipation was very good.
You know, most of these scoops or the reverses normally are premeditated, but it's how lucky you are on occasions, because he looked to be in a very awkward position, but still managed to get a bit of bat.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম বন্ধুরা, সবাই কেমন আছেন? আশা করতে সবাই অনেক ভালো আছেন। বন্ধুরা, আর 2টি বল খেলা বাকি আছে, সরি আর 3টি বল খেলা বাকি আছে, এরপর কিন্তু আজকের খেলাটি সমাপ্ত হবে। তো পরবর্তীতে আপনারা যে নেক্সট ম্যাচগুলো আছে বাংলাদেশের অথবা পৃথিবীর সব ক্রিকেট ম্যাচ আপনারা যদি লাইভে খেলা দেখতে চান, অবশ্যই আমাদের চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখবেন। একটু দ্রুত আমাদের চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন। এখন আমরা কিন্তু 7000-এর উপরে একসাথে আমরা কিন্তু লাইভ স্ট্রিমটা ওয়াচ করতেছি। তো আমরা যারা এখনো ভিডিওটি লাইক দেই না, একটা করে লাইক দিয়ে দেই, এবং চ্যানেলে যদি নতুন হয়ে থাকি অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে নেই। দেখেন লাল কালারের সাবস্ক্রাইব বাটন আছে, আমরা লাল কালার সাবস্ক্রাইব বাটনে ক্লিক দিয়ে আমরা সাদা করে দেই। তো দ্রুত আমরা চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দেই। আর কিন্তু অল্প কিছু সময় বাকি আছে, দ্রুত আমরা চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দেই। এখনো কিন্তু আমাদের 6000 সাবস্ক্রাইবার পূর্ণ হতে আর মাত্র 400 সাবস্ক্রাইবার বাকি আছে। তো আমরা দ্রুত 400 জন একসাথে দেখি কোন 400 জন আমাদের চ্যানেলটি দ্রুত সাবস্ক্রাইব করে। বন্ধুরা, আর মাত্র 300 সাবস্ক্রাইবার বাকি আছে। অলরেডি কিন্তু আমরা 100 জন সাবস্ক্রাইবার কিন্তু আমরা দেখে ফেলছি, তারা কিন্তু অতি দ্রুততার সাথে আমাদের চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে নিয়েছে। তো পরবর্তীতে আপনারা যদি খেলা দেখতে চান অবশ্যই আমাদের চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখবেন। আর মাত্র 2টি বলের খেলা বাকি আছে, কিন্তু ওয়াইড আকারে আরো 2টি রান কিন্তু চলে এলো অতিরিক্ত আকারে। সেই সাথে আরব আমিরাতের সংগ্রহ 5 উইকেট হারিয়ে 134। তাসকিন আহমেদ তিনি কিন্তু আজকের দিনে কিন্তু তিনি আউটস্ট্যান্ডিং বোলিং করেছেন। তিনি মাত্র 3 ওভার 4 বল শেষে 19টি রান খরচ করেছেন, অসাধারণ বোলিং তার। সাথে কিন্তু একটি মূল্যবান উইকেট তিনি কিন্তু শিকার করে নিয়েছেন। তো বন্ধুরা, আমরা যারা এখনো লাইভ স্ট্রিমে লাইক দেই না, একটি করে লাইক দিয়ে দিই। আর চ্যানেলে নতুন হয়ে থাকলে অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে নেই। আমরা কিন্তু এখনো 6000 সাবস্ক্রাইবার মাইল ফলক অল্প কিছু সময়ের মধ্যে আমরা পার হতে যাচ্ছি। তো বন্ধুরা, অতি দ্রুততার সাথে আমরা চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে নিই।
wide-ish Yorker in the process.
আর মাত্র 80 জন সাবস্ক্রাইবার বাকি আছে 6000 সাবস্ক্রাইবার পূর্ণ হতে।
And is losing the grip on the ball.
35 of 2 balls, finish it off, Shami. What are you trying to do?
Just bowl straight, let them get a few runs, doesn't matter.
Exactly. 2 sixes wouldn't harm you. Well, it might harm your bowling figures, but not the result.
Yeah, he'd like another wicket. He's got a wicket, 1 for 20, decent enough figures.
বন্ধুরা আমরা কিন্তু
Bowled really with a lot
আর
of
মাত্র
pace.
100 জন সাবস্ক্রাইবার বাকি আছে আমাদের 6000 সাবস্ক্রাইবার পূর্ণ হতে। তো দ্রুত আমরা সাবস্ক্রাইবটি পূরণ করে নেই। আর খেলাটি শেষ হতে আর কিন্তু মাত্র একটি বল বাকি আছে।
Cross to the outside, despite the fact it crossed that guide
আর
line.
একটি ডট বল,
The batsman was
তাসকিন তার চতুর্থ ওভারে পঞ্চম বলটি করে ফেললেন, সেটাও কিন্তু একটা ডট আকারে তিনি শেষ করলেন।
That's a relief. So just
বন্ধুরা আর মাত্র 90টি সাবস্ক্রাইবার বাকি আছে, তো আমরা দ্রুত সাবস্ক্রাইব করি ভাই। আমরা অলরেডি অলমোস্ট 7000-এর উপরে কিন্তু আমরা একসাথে আমরা লাইভ স্ট্রিমটা ওয়াচ করতেছি। অনেকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন নাই, আপনাদেরই লস। পরবর্তীতে আপনারা কিন্তু এই বাংলাদেশের খেলা সহ বিভিন্ন দেশের যে খেলাগুলো হবে লাইভ স্ট্রিম আকারে আপনাকে কিন্তু দেখতে পারবেন না। তবে আমাদের চ্যানেলটি সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখলে অবশ্যই আগামীতে যে খেলাগুলো আসবে অবশ্যই আমরা কিন্তু আমাদের চ্যানেলের মাধ্যমে আপনাদের লাইভ আকারে দেখাবো।
gets a bit of
ওভারের ষষ্ঠ বল এবং ইনিংসের শেষ বলটি হয়ে গেল, সেই সাথে 2টি রান কিন্তু নেওয়ার চেষ্টা করলেন এবং 2টি রানই কিন্তু হয়ে গেল।
the 20 overs of
ক্যাপ্টেন রেজনের কথা না বললে নাই, তিনি কিন্তু 36 বল থেকে 51 আনবিটেন 51 রানে একটা ইনিংস খেলেছেন, তিনি কিন্তু অপরাজিত আছেন। তো বন্ধুরা আজকে লাইভ স্ট্রিমটি এই পর্যন্তই। এখনো যারা